Hello, it is Flosstube time. I'm not sitting in my chair right. I'm gonna fall out of it and then y'all are gonna laugh. I've been trying to film this video for all morning, pretty much all morning. And every time I film the video, the phone rings. Now, mind you, the two guys are at work today. I have the whole day by myself. So what do? They call to see if I'm doing all right or if I need something, which is really nice. I get it. Or just to say hi or, you know, pretty much it's not by yourself. If they are, yeah. Anyways, I get nothing, never by myself. Never. Huh. Am I ever by myself? Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyways, long story long. How are you guys doing? I had a productive January, although not in one topic. I'm kind of spending this year getting myself into a new routine. You ever tried to teach yourself a new habit or a new routine? It's not like teaching an old dog new tricks, or maybe it is like teaching an old dog new tricks. And my I don't want to comes out to play a lot. But I did get stuff done, and I do have some goodies and a little teeny weeny haul. I don't have much to buy right now. Needlework market, Nashville market, whatever. The big cross-stitching market thing is coming, I think, in March. I do have a long wish list for that. You know, because I got all the time in the world. But we are in the process of getting the details ironed out about our building, and we are collecting information to remodel parts of the house and learning how to be plumbers and learning how to live on the North Pole and then in Florida, depending on what day it is. And it's just been a wild month. But I did get some stuff done. So I want to share that because that's what you're here for. Yeah, so I have to get rid of dead weight, right? Yeah. Oh, it's pitiful. It's just pitiful. I'm coming back as a Benny. Oh, it's just pitiful. You got to get up. You got to do it. Ready? Yeah. Can you do it? Can you move? Or are you ruined for life? Huh? Yeah. This is my life. All right, you got to move. I'll give you space. How about behind or down? How about up there? No, you're just going to sit here and meow at me. Okay, let's it's my life. Okay, let's do a quick little haul. I mean, when I say quick and little, I mean, okay, come on. Well, of course, then you can see my couch and, oh, well. Anyways, I mean a very little haul. Fabric. I was lucky enough I have 15 alarms set, and I was after it to get a couple of pieces of Dying for Cross Stitch fabric. This is their fabric of the month for January 2024. I don't think it has a name. I think it's just the fabric of the month 2024. Or yeah, she when she does her monthly subscription thing, if she has any extra, she puts them on her website. And if you're quick enough, you might get one. And I got one. I got an 18 and a 20 count Ada, and it's gorgeous. Her parchment is my favorite color. It's my favorite fabric. It's my favorite color. Every time she dyes it, I buy a piece, and I just auto buy a piece. But her dyeing is amazing. Let's see if I can. There's a lot of sun today, so. But her dye work is just amazing. The only thing is she usually deals in lots of bright colors, and I don't stitch on bright colors. I probably never will stitch on bright colors. They're gorgeous. I just don't know what I would do with them. But so every time she does a neutral, I'm like, set the alarm, set the alarm. I mean, literally, like, I'm like, don't bother me at this time. Don't call, don't do nothing. I am ready to buy. Waiting, because I love it that much. But if you have a chance to get Dying for Cross Stitch parchment, I should have brought a piece over here. It's gorgeous. Her work is beautiful, and this is Moonstone wants to be it, but I don't know. It doesn't have a name on it. And then I had to go buy. She puts her tags on with these little the gun like you see at the clothing store. And so I had to go buy one of those because I thought that was brilliant, and I'm a follower. So now when I get done using a piece of my fabric, I just reattach my label to the fabric without staples. And the problem with staples is when you see them stapled on there, even though they're in the salvage, if you don't get around to using that and you get any moisture in your house, that's gonna rust and it spreads. So I'm going to go through all of my fabric and replace it with these little plastic, you know what I'm talking about, the gun that holds price tags on clothes and stuff. But that's my haul. That's it. Doesn't mean I didn't spend money this month though, but not on cross stitching. I spent it on my journaling stuff, of which you're not here to see. So, okay, now let's see next. I'm going to try to get some of this done. Oh, I'll do freebies too. Okay, so that was my haul. And I got my bucket right there. I wanted to share a couple of freebies that Erin Elizabeth Designs put out for February. They are on her Facebook page. They may be on her Instagram also. I'll put the link down below. I think one of these is older. I'm pretty sure I got these out of her Facebook group though. But anyways, I'll put the information down below. But this is the first one called Love You. And this is the second one called Valentine's Freebie. And she doesn't have a QR code on here, but I will, like I said, I'll link these down below. So I'm going to stitch these in February. I'm not even sure what fabric. I'm just going to use floss from my stash, but they should turn out to be little tiny, little quick ones. And I thought they were adorable. I really like her designs. And I need to pick up some to try them because I have time. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my freebie chart hookup. And again, I'll leave those linked down below and you can go pick them up and follow her and do all of that great stuff. Okay. Last thing I just wanted to show real quick was I got my binder decorated for my 2024 cross stitch. And this is Simple Stories, older paper. I don't know what the collection is. If you need to know, I can tell you, but it's older. Anyways, it looks like that. And then I have the back and then the backpack. Now, I have to tell you something. What I'm most excited about is this was a 12 by 12 sheet of paper in my printer because I got the great big one. I actually got to print that on there. Normally I'd have to use like stickers or hand lettering or whatever. And so it was so nice to just put that 12 by 12 sheet of paper in there and right through the printer it went. If you're looking for an update on the printer, I got the Epson ET8550. It is the monster one, but you don't need the monster one. I just am over the top. And it was actually on sale when I bought it to cost the same as the one that doesn't print 13 by 19. So I went, hey, if it's going to be the same price, I might as well go bigger. And I did. But I've had it for a couple of months now. I've probably printed 500 or 600 copies of things on it, full page photos. I've done a whole bunch of sewing charts and that kind of stuff on it. I've barely made a dent in the ink. The quality is amazing. This was printed on just regular copy paper, but I'll show you here in a little bit photos I've printed and that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for a printer that'll print your charts and not cost you an arm and a leg to do it, I highly recommend one of the Epson Tank printers. They are amazing. At least the one I got was amazing, but I've heard nothing but good reviews on the Epson Tank printers. So if you're looking for a printer to print your charts and stuff with, I would look into that. But anyway, so I just wanted to show, this is the book that's got all of my charts in it for this year, and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I wanted to show that. It's not a big deal though. But all right, so let me get my finishes, whips, and all that stuff out. Plus I'll take a pause because y'all know I pause in between to make sure I don't lose anything. I lost something the last one and about cried. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I got everything set up, but I got to show you this color. Okay, so it is called Sugared Violets by Weeks Dye Works. No, Classic Color Works, not Weeks Dye Works. Anyways, it's called Sugared Violet. This is my official new favorite color. It is gorgeous. It is going to be the colors in my craft room, like that shows you. Anyways, I am doing lavenders and grays and creams in this room will be redone in that colors. And when I stitched with this last month, I was like, that's my purple right there. That's my purple. It's beautiful. And yeah, I had to share that. So if you're looking for a really pretty purple, Classic Color Works Sugared Violets is. Yes. Okay, on to the business. Let's go with finishes. I did have several finishes. They're small, so that sounds great, but they're little tiny things. I still have my stuff divided out by month, like that, so that I'm hoping that it'll help keep me organized. If you saw my post on Instagram and Facebook yesterday, I'm trying to get myself into a new routine so that I can get more of what I want done. It was really funny to watch that, some people actually read the post, so they were like, oh, well, I think, what you've got so far, this is the things that I do. And other people were like, oh, I don't know why you're bothered, even though I said it's because I want to. And I always get the well, just do what you want. Life's too short, blah, 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 blah. And I understand that. But here's the thing. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get more accomplished in my day because I want to. And I want to stop being overwhelmed by the stuff I want to get done drive me into just grabbing my book and sitting on the couch and not doing anything because there's just too much. The thing is, I have plenty of time during the day. I just got to organize it. And so it was really funny because a lot of people were like, oh, great ideas. And they were providing suggestions and that kind of stuff. And other people, you could tell who read the post and who skimmed the top line because it was hilarious that, and I put on there, I'm not stressed. I don't have anxiety over this. There's nothing bad. I'm trying to teach myself to be more organized. And it was really funny to read. You could tell who read it and who skimmed it. But anyways, so I'm slowly getting there. I'm setting up stations around my room. I have my journaling station. I have my bygone story station. I have my cross stitching station. And then I have, the various projects are set up and ready to go when I want to stitch on them. We're doing the same thing throughout other parts of the house. And it's just about time management and getting more out of my day than what I'm getting right now. And last year was a really shitty year for me. And I just don't want to go back there. And I want to be better and to learn to be different, I guess. I don't really have a problem with my life. I just want to utilize it better. That's kind of the thing. But anyways, we can't all be a Benny. I know. We wish we could though, huh? Yeah. Anyways, let's do finishes. What do I got first up here? Okay. So the first finish that I did, well, it's not, none of these are fully finished because a lot of the fabric I'm using for other charts, so I'm just rolling it until the end of the year and then I'll deal with it then. But I had planned on stitching one of these a month, but they stitched so fast that I just finished it. So, and I don't remember what fabric or anything I have on these. It's all on my Instagram and Facebook, both of which are public. So if you want any of the information, and I still haven't got my website updated, but I will. And all the information will be there also. But this is how it turned out. And I'm really pleased with it. They're really cute and really fun. I do know that there's another one of these motifs in the chart, but I didn't stitch it because I'm not putting them together as like the hexy pillow or anything like that, at least this time. And so I wanted to use them as something else that I have in mind, but so that's it. Oh, this one's called Too Hexy for my, a vintage stitch by Hands On Designs. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty on that fabric. And I like the colors and that kind of stuff. I'd like to kind of do a purple version of that for my own room. But these I think are going to end up being gifts is what my tentative plan is for using them as gifts. Okay, next up is Jeanette Douglas, Chubby Bird. Oh God, these are cute. Y'all, these are so cute. And they stitch up really, really fast. I stitched up, probably took me 2 days to stitch the Hands On Design one. This one took me a day to stitch it. I used the call for colors on the Hands On Design one. I also used the call for colors on the Jeanette Douglas one. I just moved them around a little bit. I really bought it because I liked what the photo was, but then when I got into reading the chart colors weren't located in the same places. The colors looked a little different. It's almost like some of the colors she used, whoever stitched it for her used different colors. I don't know. But so mine looks a little bit different, but in general, it's the same. And I did add a saying to mine. So that's what mine turned out looking like. Find joy in the journey. And I added French knots to the flowers. And I think it's adorable. And then, like I said, I have it's on here because I'm going to do all of the Chubby series on this same fabric. And she has more coming out. So I'm just going to stitch them. As soon as they come out, I'm going to buy them because I want the whole set. And then I have Chubby Fox and Chubby Bunny. And they'll be done this year too. And so I'm going to just keep going across the fabric. But yep, that's how Chubby Bird turned out. And I do have the charting for the word on my mousepotatodesigns.com page. If you go to Freebies, you can see it listed there, and you're more than welcome to use it if you want. There's none of her chart listed on it, but it's all scaled to fit. You just have to figure out how to fit it yourself because I don't want to obviously share her chart. Okay, I have a speck of something. Anybody else that wears glasses, do you find yourself looking around the specks of dirt instead of just cleaning them off? Oh, hello. Yeah, that's my life. Okay, the next one that I've got, next finish that oh, sister's on the move. The next finish that I have is New Year's Note by Shepherd Bush, and it looks like this. And again, this took me a day to stitch, and I am so excited about this series. I just love it so much because it just screams, have fun, go wild, and so I did. And it's full of French knots. I used French knots. I used the wagon, it's not wagon wheel, 5-spoke rose stitch. I'm not sure what that one's called. And then I added some cheap and stuff like that. So this is what it turned out looking like. The sheep were supposed to be buttons, and I just stitched the sheep on there. I didn't use any of the buttons. Anywhere I could replace the buttons, I just put in the motif to represent the buttons. But you can kind of see the roses and the French knots and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm just really tickled with it. And again, I'm going to do the whole series on this fabric, of which I don't know what it is either. I'm prepared. Again, all this information, I get so used to it all being on my Instagram and my Facebook that I don't remember, and that doesn't help you guys any, but it is listed. But I can't wait to do the next ones, and I just keep going on them and just have them all done. I don't know how I'm going to finish them. There's quite a few of them, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 17, 18 of them, something like that. And so I don't know if I can find frames for that. I'll probably just do some kind of homemade finish for that, because I'm not really sure how to frame. I'm not sure what to do with them yet. If you have suggestions, let me know. But I kind of thought I could just like trade them out monthly. So if I made a display and had them just simply finished, that I could do something like that. But anyways, that was New Year's Note by Shepherd's Bush. Okay, that was all my finishes for the month. I have one whip, and what I kind of decided to do was I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whips. Okay, my theory is that I'd like to have them done by the end of the year. Don't hold me to it. I don't know. They're big projects, like 250 by 250, big. I'm going to dedicate, instead of trying to get a little bit of stitching done on all of them every month, I'm going to dedicate a month to one of my whips. So when I'm not working on the new starts, I'll spend the rest of the time working on whatever whip is up for that month. I have bags underneath my eyes. Ooh, facelift. No, don't do that. Spock. I get plenty of sleep. I don't sleep much, but I get plenty of sleep. But there are days when I look in there, I'm like, you look old. Way to go. Anyway, so January's whip was Fall in the City by, hold on, I gotta move stuff. Fall in the City by Crochet Go Go. And I didn't get as much done on this because I couldn't get my bearings on January fast enough. So I have about a week's worth of stitching in on this. And if I had this idea at the beginning of the month, I probably would have got a lot farther. But anyways, I did get the whole second row started. So all the borders, all the trees, all the grass, the doors, and baskets and that kind of stuff, I got started. I also got the flowers at the top. I did move the colors around. They are not where the called for colors are, but I thought it was kind of fun that way. And they're all done in French knots. So the next time I work on this, it should be, all I have to do is leaves and the houses. But I'm trying to decide the 2 houses. Okay, here's what it looks like finished. By the way, this was printed on the printer. Gorgeous. If you see the 2 houses in the middle, right? Hold on, she's got her photo sideways. Anyways, I'm trying to decide what colors to do those. I like the dark orange one on this side, but not so much the light one. So I'm kind of thinking, what do you think? I want to do, because there's a whole bunch of orange down here for the pumpkin stand. There's a whole bunch of orange right down here. So my thinking is that, and there's a whole bunch of tan brown over here, is to do the dark orange house over here and bring the purple down and do the purple house here. What do you think? Look at me being all showy there. So what do you think? So this house would be purple. This house would be the dark orange. And yeah. So let me know your thoughts on that. Because I don't want to have the 2 orange houses. I don't know why. I don't know. Because I need more purple in it. The other thing I wanted to show is I did a post on Instagram and Facebook, and I got to get it added to my Floss Wrangler tray page on my mousepotatodesigns.com page. But people are asking how I store my floss wranglers when I don't unload them every time. And this is how I do it. And what it is, they're made of batting. Excuse me. Oh, it's dry, you guys. Winter dry. Anyways, before I put anything away, I load up all of the needles. So if you have a 6 strand, right? You know what that is. I take the whole thing and put it on needles. So as you can tell, there's like 3 needles right there. Okay. And so they're all ready to go. But of course they're hanging way down here. And so what I do is I take a piece of batting and I lay it across, fold all the ends up, because once they hit the batting, they're stuck there forever. And then I just tie it with a piece of twill tape because I store them like this in my cabinet. And so this way, they just slide in with the chart, with this part, they just go together in my cabinet, and that's how I store them. But people were asking about it, and it's just a photo frame. It's just a frame, picture frame. And I have directions on how I make these. I tried to make those things that Lori Holt designed, bitty boards, I think is what it is. And I just never could figure out the edging. It just kicked my ass. And then I had all these frames, and I thought, well, I'm just going to use the frame because all I got to do is stuff it in there. And so that's how I came up with the floss wrangler tray. They wrangle your floss on the tray. Anyways, so that's how I store in between uses. And so the next time I go to work on this, I just grab this and my scroll frame, and I'm ready to go. And so if you have any questions on that, I got to get it added to the website, but it is on my Instagram and my Facebook, or just holler and I'll explain anything. I'm an open book. I have no secrets. Steal it, steal away, steal away. You're going to anyways. I've been online a long time. I started a business in 1996, 97, 95, somewhere in there, for graphics and paper arts and that kind of stuff. And it's been a constant lesson in, if they can, they will, of theft. And so you kind of resign yourself to just be angry, but you have to let it go. So, whatever. But yeah, so that's the whip that I worked on for January, was Crochet Go-Go's. Well, she calls it Autumn in the City. I call it Fall in the City. And yeah, and then again, like this is cheap photo paper, like office. I like the really thin stuff because it works good in my journal. It's very inexpensive, and this is on the standard print, not photo, not high quality, standard print. It's amazing. It's a fantastic printer. I'm just beside myself tickled with it. But anyways, that is my whips and new starts, and whips and finishes for January. And let me clear this off, and I'll get with you of what my February plans are. See you in a minute. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, February. Okay, in February, I got my February folder. February. It's even tagged because that's how it stands in my little cabinet back there. The plan for February. The plan. I have big plans. I also have a lot to do. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I do have another freebie to share, and I will link it down below. The Shannon Christie Designs, she put on her Instagram and her Facebook a free X's and O's that looks like donuts chart. So I want to stitch that, and I think it's just adorable. And I think it's about the same size as those Erin Elizabeth ones. So maybe I'll just pick one fabric and stitch them all on it. But it's super cute and should be a one-dayer. The next freebie that I'm going to do is what's the name? Hello. That has to happen. I can't read. I can't see. It's got it, and I keep dragging my feet. What is the name of this? Do What You Love. And this is a freebie by Heart and Hand, and I will leave the link to it also down below. This is older. Last year. It was put out last year. So I'm going to stitch that this month, and that's the plan. The plan is to stitch this stuff. The next one I hope to stitch, well, no, this is all getting done, but those two are the freebies that I'm stitched. The next one I'm going to stitch is Town and Country grocery store is Big Hearted Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. And I don't know the name of this fabric because I suck, but this is the fabric. I'm pretty sure it's Milk and Honey from Fiber on a Whim, but all of the tiny towns are going to get stitched on the same fabric. So it's either that or it's Cream and Sugar or something like that. But I have it posted. But so this is what I'm gonna stitch on that. And I will be using, hold on, I haven't loaded my thing up yet, but I will be using all of the called for colors for it. And yeah, so that one's gonna take, I figure, a week to do that. Is my planned time dedicated to it is a week. So I hope, I'm short of floss on that one that I haven't been able to get yet. And so we will see how, I may not be able to finish it until I get that floss, but when I get it out, then I'll just pull it back out and finish it. Y'all, 51, 52 this year. This is the story of my life, all right? There is no in between. Ice, hot coffee. This is my life. I mean, there is no in between. I'm either freezing my ass off or melting my ass off. I wish it would fall off. But that's the story of my life right now. Anyways, the other one, I don't have, well, I do have the fabric because I showed it to you already. Okay, to go, my notes for the month. I remember the New Year's one. Wow, I was doing so good. I got hot, see, and then my brain went left. Okay, so this month is Love Notes by Shepherd Bush. And I'm just going to be stitching it on the same one as I did New Year's Note. And, whoa, gravity. Hold on, that's not going to go there. Okay. And I'm using the call for colors. And yeah, I plan to do a whole bunch of specialty stitches with this one too. The sheep are so cute. Can you see the, oops, hold on. The little teeny itty bitty sheep. Oh, they're so cute. So that is the other new start and finish. That again will take me about a day. The last new start that I may do, it depends on if I get my crap together and get a scroll frame loaded. I wanted to do one of these a month and I'm already behind on it, but I want to do this one. I have all the floss and everything. I just got to get a frame loaded for it. So my goal is to just do one of the mice. So we'll see how that goes. All right, the whip that I plan on stitching for the month of February, I thought the colors kind of went with February and love and all that kind of stuff, is not composition floral. That is simply there so that it's not empty. I'm not working on that this month. This is the one I'm working on, Lana Through Stitching of the Years. I started this last year and then it got added to the never got back to pile. And so I actually hope to finish this month is what I hope to do. I have quite a bit of it already done, and this is what I have so far on it. I actually have the fabric on this one. What is it called? Milk and Honey. I think that's what the other one, the Tiny Town, is too, is Milk and Honey. But this is what I have done so far on that. tons and tons of French knots. And yeah, so I hope to make a huge dent in this one. If not, I'd like to have most of it done by the end of the month. I don't have a floss Wrangler tray set up for this because I have a whole section dedicated to just her charts because I'm stitching them all in the same colors. And so I just pull out needles of it when I need to stitch it. So that's my whip for February that I plan to stitch on. Okay, so that was very quick. It wasn't a lot, but I'm trying really hard to get myself into a routine, and my routine also I want to include, you know, besides life, I want to keep up with my fauxbonichi journal. I daily journal all the time, every day. No, I don't do it every day. I usually do 3 or 4 days at a time. I collect my photos and that kind of stuff. You've probably seen some of it around social media. I find it very, very important to get the random everyday things done. I'm not a scrapbooker because I don't really care about the special moments. I care about the everyday. The special moments just fall in line. And so the sun's very bright. My daily journal means a lot to me in the sense that I don't want to not do it. That whole cabinet back there is full of my journals. And I think it's important that the future knows how everyday life was, not necessarily the bad. It's not a diary. I'm not, dear diary, life sucks. It's just, it's like the picture that I have to do for today is of my son making this seitan steak thing. And he's just cooking away in there. And so it's just, it's an everyday moment, but it means a lot. And it always makes me sad when all I see is people doing pictures, scrapbooking pictures of birthdays and weddings. And I said, where's your everyday? Or they scrapbook these special things and it's got all this decoration on the page and all these beautiful photos. And there's like one line, got married. And so I kind of combine scrapbooking with journaling. And so that it's not every moment of every day, but there's at least one moment from every day that gets remembered. And I really want to keep up with that. I'm setting up a station for my bygone stories. It's been years since I've talked about the bygone stories. And that is, I have, like most people, tons and tons and tons of photos of when I was a little kid, of family relatives before I was born, all of this kind of stuff. And there's very little information about any of it. And I'm struggling to even remember my own stuff. People are gone that can answer the questions. And so my goal is to try to at least get the photos into journals with any kind of information I can remember about it. Even if it's, I have no clue who this is, but it was in my grandma's stuff. You know what I mean? And so I'm setting up a station so I can do a couple of pages. If I could just do, like a page a week, that's 4 pages a month. And that would be something on paper. Because my son's going to look back at these pictures of people he doesn't know and go, what the hell is this shit? And so I'd like to have it written down. And if nothing else, a lot of it's good memories for me. And I don't have a lot of recent good family memories with my extended family. So it's nice to go back and see when the times were good. And so I want to incorporate that. I want to get my stitching done. I need to keep up with my living whole food plant-based stuff. There are people there that are trying really hard to change their lives and would really like me to support them as I have promised. And so I need to keep up with that, and I need to keep up with my mouse potato design stuff and all of you guys, and I want to see what you're stitching and that kind of stuff. And it's just a lot, and it doesn't mean that I don't have time to do it all. I just need to figure out how to organize my time to get it done, and then teach myself, no matter what, don't get derailed. Sorry, you're going to have to wait. This hour is dedicated to this. And I need to learn to do that, because what happens is Josh will need something, Dale will need something, this person will need something, that person will need something. And I get yanked because I'm a people pleaser. And so I'm like, okay, my stuff isn't as important as yours. I'll be right there to do it for you. And then what happens is I'm overwhelmed with my own stuff and I go sit over there with my book. Somebody had made a comment, well, you should just listen to audiobooks, then you can get stuff done. You don't understand. If I'm in my book during the day, it's because I'm avoiding everything else. And I still want to have time for my gardening and all of these things. And I know I've got time in the day because I know I waste a lot of it lost on Facebook or just in my book or whatever. And I need to just, I really want to do this. And so it was kind of sad for people that kind of missed what my point was. I don't need support of getting off the hook. I need support of staying on the hook, and because I want to be there. And so that's what I'm trying to organize, and I'm slowly getting there. I finally decided to give myself grace with finding a process that worked, because I think that's where I was struggling. It's like, it's January 1st, I should have the plan because I'm a planner. You have no idea how obsessively I'm a planner, and a note taker and a to-do list maker and all of that kind of stuff. And so I think that that's what I struggled with. And what I realized is I need to wear the plan for a while and tweak it as it goes, which is so funny because everything that I do though sits and tweaks as it goes. But I'm rambling now and I don't even remember where I was. Oh, finishes and whips and things like that. That is my plan for stitching for February. Let me end this real quick and so I can come back. I do have a giveaway. I wasn't going to do giveaways this year because last year was a lot. Let me tell you, that December giveaway with the 25 plus winners and keeping all of that organized. Wow. And I plan to do it again because I am going to do a giveaway. I'm working on doing better on my YouTube channel. I want to do more videos on my YouTube channel. I don't really know what those videos are. I don't want to do like 2 floss tubes a month. What I'm thinking of is like a floss tube extra and a floss tube a month. And then I have my fauxbonichi journal videos that I want to do, and my bygone story journals that I want to do. And then I want to figure out how to do some of my living whole food plant-based stuff because people have requested like cooking videos and things like that. I don't think that'll fit in this year though. But I do have a channel for that, so I won't be boring you guys with that here. But let me get this cleaned off so I can figure out where my giveaway, and the giveaway is not totally complete because there's you'll see. I'll be right back. I was going to say something, and then I forgot what it was as soon as I decided I was going to say something. Anyways, I do want to do a giveaway. I'm still waiting to hear back from a lady on Etsy about the second half of this, so you'll have to just trust me on it. If you're international, I have a good track record, I think, with giveaways, so I think you'll know that you'll get something somewhere. But I was given this Quilty Barn cross stitch, and one of the things that I'm trying really hard to do with my stash is to not stash things. If I have charts that either I've bought or I've been gifted, I'm not keeping them just because I feel like I have to keep them because somebody gave them to me, or because I paid for them, I should do that. I know I'm going to stitch it, and I do buy things impulsively, and then I get to looking at them going, I'm never going to stitch that. I'm never going to stitch it. And so my giveaways this year will be things along that lines. But I also wanted to still include the international people. And so last year I had given away 3 PDFs every month. This year, what my plan is if I can find a PDF of the original, of the paper chart that I'm giving away, I'm going to give that option away to the international people. So in order to enter, you'll have to tell me where you live. If you're international, all you'll get is a PDF chart. If you're United States, if you're in the United States, you'll get the paper, you have a chance at the paper chart. I did go ahead and kit it with the floss. It does not have all the floss. Several of these call for like multiple skeins. I just kitted it with enough for you to get started. But I do have all the DMC called for colors in it. Whoa, I almost threw it on the floor. And so that is going to be February's giveaway. if I can get, I contacted Fat Quarter Shop on Etsy. That's the only place I could find this as a PDF. And I sent them a message seeing if I could do like I did with my other ones. Basically, if I pay for it, will they send whoever the winner is the chart? I haven't heard back yet. I don't know if I'll hear back. We'll find out. If I don't hear back, let me check. As of right now, nope. If I don't hear back from them, I'm just going to pick another designer and contact them. There will be an international giveaway. It'll either be of this chart or it will be of another chart. Like I'll just do a price match chart on one of the Etsy stores. Does that make any sense? The reason this is not put together as good as the rest of them usually are is because I decided to do that this yesterday. Yeah, because I wasn't going to do any giveaways for February or for 2024, but I can't not. Now, there is a difference on this giveaway. This giveaway this year, all of the giveaways, the only way that you will be able to enter is if you leave a comment on my YouTube videos. Last year I did it YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, but I kind of feel like YouTube people, because you're not constantly getting updates and changes and that kind of stuff, y'all don't have the same fair chance at the giveaways that the other platforms do. And so my goal for 2024 was to spoil you guys for a little bit and show my appreciation for following me and subscribing and that kind of stuff. So basically, the rules are very, very simple. Leave a comment on this video. You need to include where you live. My best advice is to just provide a flag. You can write USA or international, provide a country flag if you want, but something that indicates that you're either in the United States, so I know to send you this one, or you're international, so I know that you get drawn from the PDF section of it. Leave a comment. You must be a subscriber. I must be able to tell on your YouTube that I am a subscriber. So if your subscriptions are private, I won't be able to use you for a winner, because how will I know if you're actually subscribed to me? And I do want to have this for subscribers because I want to thank you for following me. That's the point. So if you're not a subscriber and you just leave a comment, I appreciate the comments. Thank you so much. And I hope you will take this moment to subscribe so that you can enter the giveaway also. But yeah, so I will draw in March. I will draw the end of February. February's Flosstube is when the winners will be announced. I will have my together for the international giveaway for March. I have no idea what that is. I got to dig through my stash and that kind of stuff. And some months may be 2 PDF charts, so it won't matter where you live. But that is what I've got. So if you want to be a part of the giveaway, do leave me where you live and a kind comment. You won't be able to enter anywhere else. So if you leave a comment on my Flosstube post on either Instagram or Facebook, thank you, but you won't be entered to win. You need to be a subscriber and you need to leave a comment on a YouTube video. My goal this year is I'm very, very close to 10,000 on YouTube. And if I reach 10,000, I want to have another big blowout bash for the end of the year. I'll probably have a big blowout bash anyways in December, just because I really enjoyed the last one. And we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so that is my Flosstube for January. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you click that description button, all of the information is listed there, including my social media links and any of that kind of stuff. So if you're trying to find something I've talked about, I have it all on my Linktree or my mousepotatodesigns.com website, so you can find it there. But I always answer the questions the best that I can. I'll be honest, I don't get all of the comments answered. I get questions answered, but not the comments, because between all of them, I finally had to make the decision that as much as I want to, I just can't respond to everybody, because between Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all of the different platforms and Living Whole Food Plant-Based and that, I literally get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments a month. and dealing with tens of thousands of people, and it breaks. If I have time, I try to go through it and at least say thank you, but know that they are all read, and if you have comments, questions, I try to get back and answer those, or I try to answer them on a video. I will see you in February. I will see you on Instagram and Mouse Potato Design, or my Facebook page, between now and my next Flosstube for sure. I do have my January fauxbonichi flip coming up, and we'll see how all that goes. And yeah, I'll see you next month. Happy stitching. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what I can get accomplished, right? I'll talk to you later, you guys. You have a wonderful day. Bye.